The haunting event is now live, and with it comes Operation Nightmare, which we're going to take a look at how to complete in this video. So the long and the short of it is that there are 6 different objectives you need to complete as a part of this event. 5 of them require you to kill different bosses, and the 6th one requires you to check different loot crates in certain areas of the map. For each of these different challenges that you do, you're going to unlock a specific calling card. Like for killing the butcher, you're going to get a butcher themed calling card, and so on and so forth. The mastery reward you'll earn for completing 5 out of these 6 challenges, and the reward is the bloody mess blueprint for the bas-p SMG, which looks a little bit different than the preview we've already seen leading up to the event, but overall it's pretty cool. I personally did all of these challenges within DMZ, but I believe you can also do them in other Warzone modes as well, like Resurgence and Battle Royale. First, we'll take a look at the Investigation Challenge. So there's 4 parts to this one, like you can see on screen at the moment, and basically all you need to do is head to the different points of interest shown in the challenge description, and then search different loot boxes until you get a specific jump scare. So in the quarry, you're going to get a Reaper jump scare, in Al Mazrah City, you'll get a Ghoul jump scare, in Al Bakra Fortress, you'll get a Spectre jump scare, and at the airport, you'll get a Witch jump scare. You're not guaranteed to trigger this jump scare on the first crate that you open in the area, so you might need to search around for a little bit before it happens, and you also don't need to do these all in the same game. You can do them across multiple different games if it works out that way for you. The next boss is the Ghost Train, and just like all of these other bosses, you'll be able to see it marked on your TAC map as it drives around the usual train tracks. What you need to do for the challenge is to get on board the Ghost Train, which you might need a vehicle for, and you then need to make your way to the front of the train where you need to open up the safe, and once you open that safe, it will spawn a heart necklace on the statue behind it, which you then need to pick up, and the challenge will be completed. Next is the UFO, which you'll find located down by the Sawa village coastline. At first, you'll see these random orbs that you need to shoot up in the sky, so if possible you want to have a long range weapon here so that you can actually shoot them out of the sky, and after you've taken out all 4 of these, the UFO will then spawn. Once it spawns, you obviously just have to start shooting it while avoiding its death ray, and there's also a chance here too that it will try to abduct you. After destroying the UFO, it will drop another orb looking thing which you need to pick up, and then take to the portal that will spawn on the shipwreck just off the coast of Sawa village. You just need to interact with the portal to place that orb into it, and it will be challenge complete. The next boss is the Pharaoh, and he's located out in the Oasis. When you first get here, you'll find a couple of different enemies that you need to kill, and the ones with the red glowing heads will drop a skull that you need to pick up. You need to kill and collect 10 of these enemy skulls, and then place them within the Pharaoh's tomb, which will awaken him. Once this happens, it would be wise to get out of this small room, as the Pharaoh himself is quite tanky, and he can also perform finishing moves on you. While he is doing these finishing moves, your teammates can't deal any damage to him at all, so it's definitely going to be a good idea to try and stay away. Like I say, he's a really tanky boss with a lot of health, so having lots of shock charges and molotovs are going to help here, plus a weapon like a fire breath shotgun is going to help a lot as well. The next boss is the Swamp Creature, who is located at the marshlands just south of Al Mazrah City. What you need to do first is search these massive pod looking things, and in one of them you'll find a tiara. While you're doing this, the Swamp Creature may come out of the water here to try and kill you, but if you deal enough damage to him, he'll retreat back into the water, but you can't fully kill him. On this small island next to the marshlands, you'll see this glowing ritual area, and what you need to do is place the tiara down into this, and then these creatures will start coming out of the water, and this time you can kill them. There'll be a few of these guys that you need to kill, and once you've got all of them, it will be challenge complete. The final boss is the Butcher, who has his own boss fight location. To open up the Nightmare portal to get to this location, you need to activate one of the altars of Lilith, which will open the portal up. There are a few different spawns for these altars. There's one in Al Mazrah City, another in Hydroelectric, another in Observatory, and also at the cemetery. Like I say, it's only going to be able to be completed at one of these locations at a time, but that location will be marked on your map with this icon so you'll know where to go. Once you get here, you'll need to go up to each of the different 6 statues and start a ritual one after another. Once activated, you'll need to capture the point and kill a few zombies. Once you've done all 6, the Nightmare portal will open up and you can then head to the Butcher's boss fight. For this boss fight, you're going to want a weapon with as much ammo as possible, as it seems like all weapons deal the same amount of damage, so the more bullets you have, the better. There's a bunch of zombies you need to deal with here as well as the Butcher himself, but for the most part this boss fight is pretty straightforward. There is also another reward that you can earn by defeating the Butcher, which is the Butcher's meat hook. But this reward is only usable within Diablo, and to be honest, I've never played that game before, so I've got no idea what it's really useful for. There's not a lot else to say about this, so if you've got any questions at all, feel free to fire away in the comments, and I'll do my best to help out where I can. Alright, I'll catch you in the next one, you look after yourself, and take it easy.